Hello guys, it's Heston the Quickest here, and in this video I'm going to show you how to create this amazing animation in Adobe After Effects. I'm going to also show you the method to rig your character, preparing everything in Adobe Illustrator, and at the end of this video you'll be able to create this for yourself using Adobe After Effects. So without more ado, let's get started. And before that, don't forget to like this video and smash that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of my future videos. So without more ado, let's get started. So these files are linked in the description below. You can check it out. First of all, I'm going to prepare my characters and then we move to the animation. Okay, I have this street illustration over here, and this is a street illustration we are going to use. So first of all, select this one, right click on it, and select this open illustrator. You can see this illustrator icon, or you can come to open with, use Adobe Illustrator. All right, so quickly we're going to open up Illustrator and we get to business. Okay guys, here we're in Adobe Illustrator. As you can see, this is my asset over here, and another thing we are going to do is to open up the car asset. So let me go over here. This is the car. I'm going to open the EPS file in Illustrator as well. Voila, this is the car over here. I think this is a Jeep. All right, so move over to this particular one, the first one, and first of all we are going to set the aspect ratio. So click on the artboard tool over here, click on the artboard tool, come to properties, and on the width we are going to use 1920, and on the height we are going to use 1080. All right, okay, so as you can see, this street view, we are not going to animate the trees. All right, we are just going to blur this other part of the background, and I will do another tutorial. If this tutorial does well, I'm going to do another tutorial where I will show you how to, animate all these trees and so much more. So over here, let me shift and alt key on my keyboard, and I scale everything up, as you can see. Okay, voila, that's it. Let me push it over here. Let me push it this way a little bit. Voila, that's it. That's what I'm talking about. So after that is done, as you can see, if I move up to my layers, I'm going to say layer 1. As you can see, with it over here, and I create a new layer. So I'm going to name this one, double click on it, and I'm going to name it background. I can also say street background, or you can call it a road. So I'm going to import the car. I'm going to import this Jeep over here. But before importing the Jeep, let us check the assets, how everything is arranged. So I'm going to open it up like this. As you can see, everything is already grouped. So I'm going to look for the tires. All right, as you can see, these are the tires over here. This is the first tire, this is the second tire, as you can see. So those two things matters. So I select one of them. I go to these three. I go over here and I tap on collect in new layer. All right, so if I scroll up, I'm going to say layer 2 over here. All right, so I select this other one, click on these 3 dots, tap on collect in new layer, as you can see. So the rest of the car will not really go into any detailed animation. We just need the tires to be moving for now. All right, so after that is done, I'm gonna, let's just select it, this one, we push it up, we drop it on top, select this one, drag it up. As you can see, then you will lock this one. All right, so let us select everything, and then we have this shadow. Okay, we forgot to, we're going to get rid of that shadow. Let's check it out. Okay, select this shadow over here and I tap on the delete. All right, everything is gone, the shadow is gone. So select everything, click here, hold shift, click here as well to select everything. Then you drag it over here to this other artwork, you drop it. All right, that's it. That's the car over there. With shift and out, I'm going to hold the shift and out. I'm going to increase the size of the car. So you're the one who is going to determine the size of this car. As you can see, this is over here. I don't know if it's too big, but for me this is okay. It's not too big, it's not too much. So I'm going to open this layer up. I'm going to hide these other ones. All right, so I'm going to select the first tire, tap on these three dots, go to collect a new layer, the same thing, select this one as well, do the same thing. After that, I select both of them and I drag it outside here. When I see a blue line, I drop it over there. All right, so this is a car and these are the tires. It is good to rename your layers when you're just starting out at animation. All right, so I'm just going to write front tires, front tire. All right, then double click here. Let me just say back tire. All right, right here, vehicle. And as you can see, we have just 4 layers over here. All right, so if you want the finished asset like this, I'm going to give it to you. But if you want the one that you have to start afresh, it's going to be linked in the description below as well. So after that, we need to save our work. Come to file, come to save as. You choose a specific location and you rename it to, let me say, car animation. Let me just say tutorial. Tap enter and all the details, just tap OK and it's saved. All right, so after this, I'm gonna confirm it. Let me see if it's here. Okay, this is it over here. As you can see, this is it. It's not too heavy, it's lightweight. So after this, let me just close this. Okay, close this as well, and then I'm going to close Illustrator and we move to the next part of the tutorial, which we are going to be using Adobe After Effects.
A few moments later.
Okay guys, after we have done the rigging and everything, we're going to go ahead and open up Adobe After Effects. All right, well, okay guys, this is Adobe After Effects. I'm just going to click on new projects. As you can see, this is it over here. So that's it. If you're new to Adobe After Effects, this is how your interface looks like. So I'm going to import my car animation Illustrator file. I'm going to drag it and drop it here on the project window. As you can see now, it says import kind. We have footage and we have composition. All right, so you're going to select composition, and over here you can select layer size. Let's just say document size, and this is very important. All right, if you say footage, is going to import it as a flat footage, right? But if you say composition, it's going to. All right, so click on OK. All right, this is it over here. So I'm going to just double click on it twice and make sure the caps lock is not on, please. All right, this is there. This is our composition, and over here we have these Illustrator layers. As you can see, we have them over here. First of all, we have the streets, the vehicle. First of all, select the front tire. As you can see, this is it over here. That's the front tire. Let us zoom in. Let us click on this. Click here. I'm trying to make this tutorial simple enough for those of you that don't really know animation that much. I'm just going to try to make it very simple for everyone. All right, select the front tire. Select this icon over here. This is the pan tool. So drag this and zoom in. Make sure you drag it to the center of the tire. So drag it to the center. All right, at least that is the center. Hope that works. Now I'm going to uncheck this. I'm going to select the back tire. Select this. Click on this place as well. Using that same tool, we're going to drag this anchor points. I'm going to zoom in and we're going to place it at the center. So depending on your please, okay, I just hope that's okay. So that's my default setting. As you can see, my resolution, my view is full. You can use half if your machine is not powerful enough. So even if your machine is so powerful, I mean, animation is really heavy. So let me just use half for now. I just hope this will be clear enough. All right, so after that is done, we are going to link the back tire and the front tire to the vehicle. All right, So this is a vehicle over here. I'm gonna click on this. I'm gonna select this tool and let me just drag this the vehicle. All right, I hope that works. I'm going to drag this on the vehicle. All right, so I'm gonna uncheck this and that's it. All right, I'm gonna link the front tire and the back tire to the vehicle. So select your front tire. You can see this is parent and link. You can drag this, click and drag and drop it on the vehicle. So it means that the tires will be linked to the vehicle. I don't know if that's understandable. Okay, and then you select the back tire, you parent this, you link this to the vehicle as well, and we're going to make the tire to spin, to move. All right, so we're going to, let's open this up. So after opening the transform, you go over to rotation, this rotation over here. Then you hold out on your keyboard and you click on this timer icon. As you can see, it's gonna bring out what we call expression. So you're gonna type time. This is like a little code. Time. You're gonna put asterisk. Let's say 200. You tap enter. Okay. Or you just click outside here and you just play. You can see the tires are moving. As you can see, it's moving. All right, so I don't know, it depends on how fast the vehicle will be, but let's just see this. Okay, it will not be really too fast. So time asterisk 200. All right, so the front tire, select the front tire as well. Let me just close this up. Select the front tire as well. Open this up, open the transform, and you go over to rotation, out on your keyboard, and you click on this timer icon as well. So you type time, small letters, remember, asterisk, and you put 200 as well. Tap enter, and you click on an empty space, and both of the tires are going to spin, as you can see. Okay, so before we proceed, let us deal with the background, the streets background. Remember I said I wanted to blur the background, but you know that I'm only going to blur this part. I'm not going to blur the road. All right, so I'm going to press Ctrl D on my keyboard, select my background, press Ctrl D to duplicate the background. Then I'm going to create a mask that only allows me to blur this part alone. All right, I don't know if that's okay. That I'm going to create a mask. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to select this rectangle tool over here, and I come over here, come up here. Let's see very well. We can blur it and end it here. I'm going to come here, draw, click and draw, something like that. Let's just end it over here. So the reason I'm blurring it is because I don't want to, I don't want to really go into animating the trees for now. But if this video does well, I'm going to do another animation where I'm going to show you how to animate the trees and everything on the street. All right, so this is it. How do we know that it is on a max? So I'm going to hide the one under. As you can see, the one under is just, it masks this other part. The one under is still under. So the one under is okay. The one under is okay. All right, so I'm just going to select the street background too. I come over to the effects and preset over here. If you cannot see it, you can go to the window and you look for it over here. Effect and preset, if it's not checked, you can check it and it's going to appear. Under effect and preset, I'm going to search for blur. I'm going to scroll down to look for Gaussian blur. Right? All right, I drop it here. As you can see, the option appears over here, the blurriness. I'm going to increase it. I don't know if that's okay. I guess that's okay, right? So I think that I should also blur this other part. As you can see, I think I should also blur this part. So I'm going to double click on the max. I drag it down. Voila, that makes sense, right? That makes sense. At least, okay. All right, that's cool. Okay, that's cool. Now, okay, it's not bad. Now we have our car, and with the background is blur, and this other part, the blurriness is up to you. You can, for me is 41, but to you it's all up to you. All right. So I'm gonna create a shadow, because as the car is moving, this background, this under should have a shadow. So all I'm going to do is right click here and tap on new, then I tap on shape layer. On the shape layer, I'm going to select one of these shapes, click and hold on one of these shapes, and I'm going to select the ellipse tool, right? I'm going to come over here, draw something like this. It's not really perfect, anyways, that's okay. On the fill, you put black. On the stroke, click here and click on the first one, which is none. We're not having any stroke, just the fill. So this is the shape layer. You drag it under the vehicle, as you can see, under the vehicle. As you can see, that's it over there. Then you close all of this, select the shape layer, type T, press letter T on your keyboard, and it's going to remove the opacity. So it reduce it. So this will be almost like what we had in Illustrator. I don't know, it depends on you, but for me that's okay. All right. After that, okay, let me reduce it again. Okay. Now, after that, you can link the shape layer to the vehicle as well. Drag, that's parent, and link to the vehicle. Okay, now it's time to make the vehicle to move on the street. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to select the vehicle, press P on your keyboard for position. Okay, let's push our time indicator here to the starting. Under where you have position, this is for left and right, as you can see. This is for up and down. All right, let me undo. As you can see, even though they have individual layers, because we link them to the vehicle, if you push it this way, everything moves together, right? So I'm going to push it out of the frame. Let's push it out of the scene. All right, as you can see, that's it. Then I click on position. I click on the timer. As you can see, I push it out. I click on the timer. As you can see, then I move to another location. This is 5 seconds. This is 10 seconds. It depends on how you want it to be. But if I put the time indicator on 10 seconds, then I push this again over here. Okay, I can come and continue again. All right, let us go to the beginning and let us play. You can play by just tapping on your space bar. As you can see, that's perfect, but it might feel a little bit laggy when you're trying to replay. But that's it. That's Illustrator. That's Adobe After Effects for you. You can replay it and you will have a smooth ride. All right. So if the car is very slow, you can take it over here. You can push this over here to make it faster. Remember, the speed of the tires are not really fast, so the car doesn't have to move faster than the speed. So you can bring the time indicator to the front to replay it again so that you have a smooth ride. As you can see, the shadow is following it. Okay, that's perfect, guys. So I'm gonna select both of these keyframes. I'm gonna press F9 on my keyboard to that's easy ease. It's just to make it smoother. Easy ease. If you already know about After Effects, you should hear things like Easy Ease, but it's just to make the animation smoother. All right, that's it, guys. So you can go ahead, take this video to maybe Premiere Pro or any other video editing software. You can add sound effects, or you can even import sound effects here, like this, the humming of a car, and that's it, guys. My composition is 30 seconds, but I'm just going to drag this, the work area, drag it to 10 seconds. It means that if I export this video, it's going to export just the 10-second part. All right. So as you can see, there is it. Okay, after that, let us go ahead and export this. Let me show you how to export it. Go over to File menu, you go over to Export, you select Add to Render Queue. All right, this is it over here. This setting is not bad. It's just quality, you can choose best. Resolution, you can choose a full resolution or half or third. Like for me, I'm going to choose full, but this depends on the capacity of your computer. So I'm going to choose full. And over here, output to, this is where you choose where you're going to export the footage to. So click here. Okay, car animation tutorial. As you can see, it's H.264. That's okay. Tap on save. Then after that, you're going to tap on render. All right, when you tap on render, it's going to render everything to the end. And guys, I hope this tutorial was helpful. If it was, don't forget to like, share, and most importantly, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and turn on the notification so you don't miss any of my future videos. If you want me to make tutorials like this more often, don't forget to let me know in the comment section below. And see you in my next video. Adios.